real. This is something we both agree on. I will start with just a little brief reason why I don't think they're real. Um, I mean, other than the fact that there is no scientific evidence to back this up, I don't think there's ever been a credible ghost story that I've ever heard in my life. And I've heard a bunch. There are lots of people who believe in ghosts and they will tell you their ghost story. I've never heard one where I'm like, where I didn't think that probably was something else, though, right? You know that probably wasn't a fucking specter in that place. So you know what are your sort of convictions as to why you make the affirmative statement ghosts aren't real?
I mean, I feel the same that people's stories always sound bullshit. So often people are like, well, this happened. What else could it have been? And I'm like, the wind. Often the wind. You're
Very
ignoring
often.
you're ignoring a lot of shit. I feel like if there was anything close to credible that ghosts were real, it would be on the actual news, instead of, these like low tier TV programs where people have jobs that they made up for themselves that they pretend are real. Like there's always some guy like I'm a respected demonologist. And I'm like, those words don't go together. No, you're not. You can't just say that.
Yeah,
Where
I
did you
don't think
get your degree in demonology? Shut up.
I I would love to meet a not respected demonologist. He's just
Yeah.
completely fucking just a piece of shit in his field. Look at this demonologist. He doesn't even use the correct demonology.
Yeah, controversial demonologist would be great. I also think too, like, I kind of think about it similarly to like aliens, is another thing that people, but there's like more actual evidence of aliens, and to the point where like people have gone out and proven it enough on their own that the government at least has to acknowledge it and respond.
Yeah.
And
I
we haven't seen that happen at all with ghosts. The
no.
government
And
has not yet. Go ahead.
no, no, no. I think the thing with aliens is they yeah, I think the UFOs sort of phenomenon that's taken a lot of that's gone off in the last couple of years. I think there's something to that, right? These are obviously things we can see with our own eyes of these objects that are like, I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't know how it moves like that. I believe obviously that there would be other life out there just by the sheer size of the universe. It would be ridiculous to think that there isn't. Um, but I don't know if anything's come here. Those could easily just be tech from other countries, tech from the US that's just classified that they don't, even though government people have to sit down and say, yep, we don't know what that is. There could be somebody in the government who knows what that is. Like they're
Yeah,
just,
for sure, I
yeah.
agree, yeah. All I'm saying is, like, the people who believe in aliens have brought it far enough that they have made the government at least acknowledge them and talk about it, and ghost people have not garnered nearly that respect or acknowledgement in any way. And I also think, like, if there was any proof that there was ghosts, which means proof of an afterlife, that there is something after this, some kind of like heaven and hell, probably. The people that would know for sure about it would be like the elite of the world, like the richest people would be the ones who knew for sure first. And for my money, all of the most powerful people in the world don't behave as if there is any life after this. They behave as if we need to make this one life as good as we fucking can for ourselves because we don't know if there's fucking shit after this. If you knew there was an afterlife, why would you need to like hoard money the way that people do and
Well,
shit?
imagine they did know that there was an afterlife, but the rules are different than what we've been taught, and it's not about being a morally good person to get into heaven. It literally is about how much money you have at the end.
Oh
So that's
man.
imagine that's what, and they figured it out. It's like, yeah, no, we're getting them. I'm getting into heaven. I'm getting billions of dollars so that I can go to heaven. That
That
would
would be
be,
so brutal.
yeah, that would be like
Oh,
almost like what a terrible, cruel experiment life is at all. Like it would just be such a clear definition of like life is not worth living. It's just
yeah. Yeah, I think if the elite knew there was an afterlife, like if you knew there was an afterlife, why would you even care about this life at all? Like it's like a holding tank. If you're going to live for eternity, this like, 80 to 100 years is meaningless. But everyone who's in charge of the world is acting like this life really is super important and matters a lot and they need to have as much success as humanly fucking possible before they get out of here.